How are we, YouTube? George here. Hope you're all well and happy and enjoying this lovely sunshine that we have going on here. I've not been around much of late. A lot going on, been busy, and you know how it goes. So that is the reason for my absence. There's some crazy stuff happening, and just not getting a lot of shed time. Busy working. And all of that good stuff. So, as Monty Python used to say, now for something completely different. You know, most people that watch me on here, it's to do with radios, or hi-fi, or a bit of messing around with the car, or whatever other stuff like that I do be at. And you know, I try to, you know, use the channel more as interests as to what I'm doing and stuff like that. So things I'm into, yada yada. So a lot of you probably don't know, years ago when I was younger I was mad into bikes, and you know, last time I had a bike my lad was only 1 or 2 maybe. Started off many years ago in the early 90s on a RD125LC that had come from England to here, and that was a great little bike. Had a Stan Stevens built engine in it, and little micron pipe, and that thing could fly for a little 125. But after that then we had a GPZ 750R, and loved that. And then I moved on and I bought a Harris Magnum 2 frame, and I had all GSXR slingshot running gear, and I never got to finish it. Some life shit happened, and I ended up having to sell it as an unfinished project, and it was the one that got away, I suppose you'd call it. But hey ho, you know, that's the way things are. But you know, we kind of got going again after that. We had a string of 400cc Jap import, what did they call them, retro style bikes. I had a ZRX, and I had a CB400, the Super 4, you know, a few things like that. And I always kind of said, you know, yeah, I'm going to do something, and you know how it is, life gets in the way. Blah de blah de blah. So then this fell on my lap. Very, very good friend of mine gave me this, and was a race bike for a long time, and it's been hiding under my bench for quite some considerable time. What we're looking at here is a 1986 GSXR 750G frame, petrol tank and swing arm. And that's what we're starting with. So this thing has been sitting in under my bench for I don't know how long, and there's an oil cooler down there on the floor that was cable tied to the frame, a little small one. That would only be any good for cylinder head cooler, it'd be far too small for a GSXR engine anyway. So we pulled it out, see what we're dealing with, see what parts we have. Some little things, some brackets came with it, like these engine mount brackets here, and there's a spindle here, which at first I thought was the swing arm spindle, but it's not, it's too short, unless it goes in the other side. I didn't check that. And standard 750 swing arm, and the rear spindle and chain adjusters are still there, and the plates, shock linkage is there, but there's a lot of play in it, so I'm not sure whether the bearings can be replaced in them. Yeah, but we'll look into that. But I'm also looking at a different swing arm. I've seen one as a RF 900 back end, swing arm, wheel, shock. It's more or less complete, and we might go down that road rather than using that swing arm. We'll see. I'll buy that back end probably just for the wheel and caliper and hanger and cush drive and all that carry on. So either way. Now some moron drilled a dirty big hole in the frame here for, I'd say, a steering damper, and he never got a bit of tube welded in there. He just drilled a hole straight through, and the frame is slightly pulled in. But what we'll do is we'll drill that out a bit, and we'll get a bit of tube machined and get a TIG welded in there. The bloke that gave me this is a very good fabricator, and he can weld anything, so no doubt his services will be called. The tank looks okay. These tanks normally rot, but what I have to do is I have got a boroscope there, so what we're going to do is we're going to have a look down into the tank. You know, there's some surface rust in there, but by and large it looks pretty good. Of course the filler cap is missing, but I would probably think at this point of the game that I'll probably get like an aircraft style filler cap and cut that out altogether, covered in sawdust from me doing modifications to the bench as I never moved it. So that'll be the next video. I'm gonna drag it outside and I'm going to clean it. And I have a crate of stuff in the small attic inside, bike stuff. I know I have master cylinders and a few other bits and pieces like that, so I'll have to get that down and see what is in it. I can't remember, it's that long since I looked in it, but it was just stuff I kept, you know, said to myself that's too good to throw out, so we'll hang on to that. But yeah, that's pretty much it for now. So that's it for this video. This is not going to happen overnight. This will take time, and you know, it's just going to be one of those things. So hopefully you'll tag along for the ride, as the fella says. So we'll leave it there for now. We'll get you in the next one. 73, and take care. And that's radio speak for all the best, because I realise a lot of people probably will end up watching this and they'll have no interest in radio at all, and they'll be wondering what's this lunatic talking about. So yeah, it's going to be cool and different and interesting. So we'll get you the next one. Bye bye.